My name's Robert Smith, and I come from Los Angeles, California. I started bowling when I was about 6 years old. I got in my first league. Mom, dad, grandpa, whole family, they all bowled, so I was probably more of a victim than anything else when it came to the game. The biggest accomplishments is I'm a U.S. Open champion, so I do have one major. I also have won 8 times internationally, so I've got Japan, Singapore, Hong Kong, a few other places that I've won in. So, but the U.S. Open is by far the biggest one. You know, bowling was everything. I mean, you know, it's what I did. I did it, you know, growing up, it was 5-6 days a week. You're talking from probably the age of 12, 13, all the way up until probably 5-6 years ago. So you're talking 25 years at least. You start talking about 50-60 games a week. Yeah, it adds up quite a bit, but that's what I was doing. You know, LA, we're outdoors, beach, sunny, actors, this and that, and here I am playing an indoor game. And I used to get teased quite a bit in school about, you know, just what I did, but once they found out where I was going and what I was doing, all of a sudden I went from being the one that got teased to like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool what you do. So, you know, it is what it is. I mean, you figure this is the first time I've been in Canada. So, and this is country number 30 for me. So yes, I mean, this silly little game has definitely got me to see the world. You know, Japan, which is by far my favorite country outside of the U.S., I've been there 20 times. I lived in Hong Kong for 2 years just because of bowling, nothing else. Like I said, it's kind of amazing to have a, you know, a life and a career off a silly little game of just playing, you know, knocking down pins. Biggest thing, have fun. You know, you're going to get people that are going to want to tell you how to do things, this and that. Best thing I ever had was that I didn't have anybody trying to get in my way. So when I bowled because I wanted to. No other reason. So the biggest thing, you know, have fun, enjoy what you're doing. Not everybody's going to be great at it, but, you know, if you're having fun with what you're doing, you know, do it. Do it.
Welcome, bowling fans, to Strikers, the Bowling Champions. This is episode 5. We have our left bracket of the top 8 already determined, and this is what we have today. My name is Mark Buffa. I'm alongside Doan Mose, Storm representative. Doan, glad to have you again.
It's exciting to be back. My 5th trip up here on Delta Airlines. I love it.
There you go.
This is the match I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
This is another sleepless week. I've been so excited. These two champions came out here and performed like studs in their round of qualifying, and I'm excited to see these guys go head-to-head. I mean,
so
this is like the championship match we're watching early.
We've got defending champion Pascal Dextraz from last year's event. He has won 14 consecutive games, won the match to win Strikers last year, and now has 2 wins, and now is going for a 3rd in this event. And going high, leaving the 4, 7, 10. A little bit of a tough break. And what we've seen over the last couple of weeks is, yes, the dreaded right lane. So what we're going to see from Pascal, I'm looking forward to seeing what he's doing. And he's going up with somebody that had one of the best looks also in the previous weeks with Marc-Andre.
Yeah, both these guys looked phenomenal in their matches. Yeah. I mean, Pascal shot 279. He came out of nowhere to win his match.
Yeah. I went to talk to some of these bowlers, too, after they won their week, and to just try to explain like what's going on here. So Pascal was the winner of week 1, and Marc-Andre was the winner of week 2, and the winner of this goes into our top 4 championship match, because right now the first 5 weeks of the show are going to determine the A side of the bracket. So the first 16 players, we narrow it down to who's the winner of that bracket, and then weeks 6 through 10, we determine who's on the B side of the bracket. So we're just trying to finalize who's on that side of the bracket. We've got bowlers from all across the province. Marc-Andre Gagné is a bowler out of Quebec City, bowling out of the Montmagny area, and we've got Pascal Dextras bowling out of the Iberville area on the South Shore of Montreal. So we got players from all around the province here at Strikers, and oh boy, early gimme here with Marc-Andre missing the spare.
We're starting. The first frame is done. We're starting over.
First frame is done. Both players are tied at 9. So yeah, it's a 9-frame game now. So.
Well, starting from scratch.
Yep. Well, I spoke with Marc-Andre because he used that ball in the first match of his first game, and then in the second match, he changed balls, and I told him, I says, dude, like, you shouldn't have made that ball change. I think he had a good look with the red ball. And
what did he say? What was his thought for it?
I don't know. I didn't listen. So I'm glad he's still listening to me, even though I didn't listen to him. No, he said he was trying to create something a little bit different, and I guess, you know, you learn from your mistakes, right?
Absolutely.
So let's see what Pascal does here. Left lane's been pretty good for a lot of guys. Oh, ball change. Ooh, goes high. Just almost tips out the 4.
If that would have been around the bottom, that would have came right over.
Yeah, but you know what? That was a good move because he went to something with a little bit more surface and just tried to stay more behind it, control the pocket.
I like the look of that. Yeah, now that's readable.
That looked pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
That looked okay. So a routine spare here for Pascal.
He reminds me a little bit of Wes Malott. When Wes walks up, you watch Pascal's eyes, he's looking out on the lane. As he walks to the foul line, his eyes come back. Wes does that. He calls it chasing his line. So he lines up and he's walking up. He says he wants them to cross at a certain point.
Yeah, it depends on the type of player, right? There's guys that look a couple feet across past the foul line. There's a couple of guys that look at break point. I myself vary depending on the type of pattern that I'm bowling on. And look, he kept that same gold ball on the right lane. I'm very surprised he didn't go back to that red ball because it looked pretty good.
It's that right
and what
lane.
do we see? No hold again on the right lane.
Yep.
And there you go. So should be a routine spare here. Still anybody's game after 3 frames.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
So whiff, spare whiff for Pasquale. And early potential lead here for Marc-Andre. Let's see what Marc-Andre does right now. That's got to push. Oh, baby, high flush. Sigh of relief from Marc-Andre. He thought that was going high. But really great. What I like about Marc-Andre is he's improved his game. He's a great up and at him player, but he's learned how to use his upper body, got a little bit more tilt in his upper body, and still able to create a little bit more angle. He gets in trouble when he's got to chase it left.
Yep.
So he made the changes to his game, and he's doing really good now. So really glad to see those changes pay off.
His timing seems to be a little bit late, but he's so patient with his swing, he doesn't pull through it.
Yeah. That's got to push. Oh, baby, big double for Marc-Andre. And a little bit of a smirk there after that one. He wasn't too sure about that, but still early lead after 4 with open and a 3-bagger. So we've got a potential 32-pin lead here for Marc-Andre going into the 5th. That's got to push.
There it is.
Great shot.
Beautiful
Great
pitch.
shot off the hand. He knew it.
You tried the doll ball in the right lane?
Yes.
I agree.
No, he's throwing the wrong ball. I'm not going to say it too loud because or else he's going to hear it. Let's see what he does here. That's got to go. Go. Great shot by Pascal.
Read.
Well, hey, again, we'll say it again. He's there, I'm here, so he knows a thing or two about his own ball
reaction. You see his hand to
reaction.
the bottom? He softened his hand up more and pushed it.
Yeah, well, he moved a little bit right on that and just really used the friction to the left to really feed it off the left. So really interesting to see that bowlers are using 2 different pieces of equipment on these balls, on these lanes, excuse me.
Well, I think it's pretty interesting to see they're able to go ahead and change from release from lane to lane. That's pretty high end.
Yeah, that's a true testament to their ability.
Yeah.
And there, Marc-Andre, like I said, again, I think he's got one of the best looks in the building. Just up and at him, weaker piece of equipment, a little bit of surface on it, and just controlling the pocket, letting the lane hook the ball. And yeah, just
He's got a good look.
Yep, definitely.
And it's not that he's thrown it away. It's that when it comes off his hand, he gets in a little bit. The oil shoves the ball to the dry, and the ball, opens up at the back end. And when he keeps it shimmed tight, the ball stays on line.
Yep.
So he has some room out there.
That's got to go. Oh, baby, he got that one right, and he knew it off his hand. And great result there. So open in the first frame and back 5 afterwards. So great start from Marc-Andre. A little bit of a hiccup in the first frame, but recouped great. So let's see here Pascal on the left lane with the ball change that he had made earlier. See if he's able to make it pay dividends. Great shot again.
Oh, awesome.
That's that.
He knows he's sort of in a hole right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to something that's really strong and really continuous down lane, just to be able, like I said, just in control of the pocket.
Just get the bleed.
Yeah.
Smooth it out.
And here he's using something a bit shinier that really ricochets off the back part of the lane. That's got to push. Ooh, baby, great shot. Great shot by Pascal.
That's awesome.
Great move. Hey, you know what? For a guy to play 2 separate lines like that and like not even flinch.
Yeah, 2 separate releases, too.
Yeah, 2 separate releases, 2 separate lines. 2 different hands and 2 different ball speeds, and control it and come back with a 4-bagger.
That's high skill level.
Yeah,
that's very high skill.
Well, he's on Team Canada for a reason, right?
That's true.
That's got to go too. Ooh, baby! Marc-Andre's not going anywhere. He was surprised about that one too, coming back with a bit of a disgusted face on it. But still, he was hoping for that thing to hold and the hold tie flush, knocking out the 9-pin at the last second.
Yeah, he knows he got a little gift there. It's okay.
Yeah. So let's see if Marc-Andre can keep the buzzsaw going. What was the chainsaw buzzsaw? Chainsaw. That's it. Chainsaw Massacre by Marc-Andre Gagne. Here we go. I like what he's doing. Honestly, if I had one guy to copy, it would be that.
His fundamentals are very good.
Well, I'm talking ball reaction. I'm saying, like, it depends on the style of game that you want, but I'm saying today in ball reaction, the other guys that are coming into the next match, they need to watch what he's doing.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree. That's what I meant. I mean, his fundamentals, the way he's playing today, is exceptional. He's playing the lanes right.
Good. It's good. He's just got to keep it clean. This has to be a must-spare situation because you can't give Pascal any light of day in the 8th frame of a match.
No.
Good cover. Good cover. So again, folks, we are in the top 8 portion of the bracket on the A side of the bracket. So again, we have 32 bowlers start the tournament. We are starting to film only the left side of the bracket, which is now only down to 4 bowlers. And we have Pascal now here on the left lane, threw a great shot, leave a stone 7. And we'll see here, look at this shot, just a little bit fast. We see that it comes in.
He fell off balance a little bit in that shot. He pulled.
And you see that the ball kind of deflected off the head pin, leaving a flat 7. Great spare by Pascal. Come on, boys, let's give it a nice finish here in the 9th and 10th. Let's get some strikes going.
Yeah, he needs to show up here.
He needs to show up because he is down presently by 22 pins. 32 pins, excuse me.
He needs some help.
He needs help. Hail Mary. This has to be a must-strike situation. That's left. Log it! Log it! Oh! Great shot.
It's close.
Great shot. That was close. Got my heart going.
It's one thing we haven't seen very much. There hasn't been very many messengers.
Yeah, we got one in week 1, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it was with Pascal.
I was saying it was Pascal, wasn't it?
He's throwing pins around like there's nobody's business. And he whiffs another 7-pin. So this is pretty much it for Pascal.
He had a good run. How many weeks in a row undefeated?
He had 14 wins last year, and we saw him in the previous weeks. So still a great run, great competitor. Glad to have him back on the show this year, but just a couple of miscues, and that's going to sign the death for him because right now just the buzzsaw, chainsaw, Marc-Andre Gagne just sealed the deal there with a strike in the 9th. So, just sad to see Pascal go. He's been the face of strikers here in Quebec for the last couple of years, and just to see him go because of some easy missed spares is not typical of him.
No.
And that's not something that I personally like to see either as a fellow competitor. And those are things that you just don't permit yourself. But
well, he had a good showing.
But still, Marc-Andre is going to go off the sheet here for 258. Like I said, he's got the best ball reaction in building right now.
By far.
Yeah. If we had Vegas odds right now,
be pretty strong, buddy.
Pretty strong for Marc-Andre. Hey, we can maybe start a pool.
There we go.
Yeah, we'll start a GoFundMe page. We'll raise some funds, and then we'll go to town with that. How's that? So Marc-Andre is just going to close out this game. Potential for 258, and for Pascal Dextra has a potential of 204 only. Again, having this match in play, I would make a ball change and try something here in the fill.
I certainly would.
Yeah. But again, you're shooting 258. Do you really need to change much? It's a free shot. I'd take it. I don't know about you, but I would take it.
But his second game on week 2, he struggled.
True.
I mean, he had to remanufacture his release.
Yes.
He threw a different ball, and he struggled. I mean, he couldn't get the corner out.
You're right.
He lost his angle.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, this is a confidence builder for him. If he dead flushes this one, yeah, he knows he's got the right ball in his hand. You know, kudos. I'm going to raise, thumbs up to him.
Yeah, that was excellent game.
Very good game. Very sound. Early blip in the first frame with the flag spare, but hey, what do you want? Great shot by Pascal, just a little bit too late to the party, and with those missed spares, especially when your opponent shoots 258 at you, no beans on that one.
Yeah.
No.
It's always next year.
I know, it's just, it's sad, again, it's a one game match, so you can't be late to the party. You gotta make sure that you have the right ball in your hand early, and if ever something happens early in the match, you need to be able to make that change.
Mark, you never want to beat yourself.
Yeah.
You want to have your opponent beat you, because now, through his mind, it's like, what if, but, he's had so many weeks in a row as far as winning. He's had a very impressive run.
Yeah,
he's
very
a great
impressive
player.
run. So, again, kudos to him. Really great bowling on the series so far. And we have a new champion for Season 2.
We certainly do.
Yeah. And best of luck to Pascal in the future. We will see him again on TV. That is a guarantee. And these two are very good friends. As you can see, they share the same haircut.
I was just saying.
We see
go the
here
same barber.
Marc-Andre Gagne wins 258 to 204 versus Pascal Dextra. So it is guaranteed that Strikers in Season 2 will have a new champion going into the back half or the second half of the season here, with the second half of the bracket to be played.
Did they both have dreadlocks a couple years ago?
No. So we have the battle of the straight player with
the big hooker.
The big hooker, excuse me, yeah, with Danny Paré, the two-hander, versus Raphael Jamelroy, who's had a great look, and I'm giving him the edge because he was controlling the pocket in his match and had a really good look. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what Danny's going to do. I overheard him talking with some of his peers on the side about ball reaction, and he was saying that red ball looked really good for him. So he might throw that to start the match and just understand that it's going to be a low-scoring affair, and just make sure that he closes his frames and just. That's the basics of bowling, right?
Yes.
Like, if any of the kids are watching out there and you want to get to the next level, Team Canada youth level, or even just being provincial champion or whatever, work on your spares, okay? I've got a good drill that I like to use personally, and it's a 4-shot drill. You get your 10-pin, your 7-pin, your 3-6-10, and your 1-2-4. You cover that, you cover the whole pocket, and with just a 4-step drill, you're able to do your spares. Okay, so anybody at home that wants to improve, that's a great tool for you to use. And as you see here, guys are losing matches because they're opening easy frames,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
And having been on tour as a tour rep and also working with the top amateurs, that's something that they do not want to do.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. No. You want to get every pin possible. And if you leave a single pin, that's just like going ahead and just giving away free money.
I can't tell you how many tournaments I've missed cashing or missed, the opportunity to making the next bracket by, N pins just because of a little hiccup missing an easy spare.
I bowled the Eliminator one year, and out of the 15 games I bowled, I missed one spare.
Yep.
I chopped the bucket.
Yep.
And I was infuriated because when I chopped the bucket, I almost missed my cut into the top 30.
Yeah. So we see Danny on the first frame on the right lane again, right lane, going Brooklyn. So right lane's been trouble for the righties.
Well, that's something new.
It's been trouble for the righties.
It has been. Well, you even look at the last match, with Pascal.
That's got to go. Great shot.
Man, that's a wonderful
by
reaction.
Raphael. Great shot. So that looks good for Raphael. Again, I give him the edge because he's controlling the pocket.
He certainly is.
Yep, I definitely give him the edge on that. Just, We'll see what he does here on the right lane. Again, right lane has been tough for the righties. Let's see what he's got on the. Let's see what he's got in the tank.
He threw that pretty firm.
Yeah, he moved right on that one too.
Yes, he sure did. He sure did.
Moved right.
Yep.
That's pretty good. That's the good tactic to take on that right lane. So let's see what Danny's going to do here on the left lane. He had a pretty good look on the left lane in his match. So we'll
Still
see
the same ball.
Really? There we go.
There. Nice read.
Great shot. Gets the 10 out. Logs the 10 out. He's got to figure out this right lane, though.
That's going to be the trick.
Yep, definitely.
You know, like I was talking to another player here earlier, that it seems like that they get one read, and the read what they see is the next move they make is that big jump in, and it fakes you out. He's pretty deep.
He moved right. Great shot.
That ball
he
goes
got
up and stopped.
Hey, that's the first pocket hit on that right lane for him in a long time.
And that's actually readable.
Yeah. That's readable. He can make a slight speed adjustment off there because I think he's in the right part of the lane.
Now he is, yes.
Yeah. So routine spare here.
You see what two fingers he uses for spares?
No, I didn't see that.
His pinky in his ring.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, he missed that one halfway through the lane. So that was just, again, we talk about spares, and especially in low-scoring affairs like this is not something that you want.
Yeah, you don't want to. Oh
Yeah.
gosh, look at that thing.
Yeah. Raf goes a little bit high here, leaving the 3-6-9-10. Having not too much room to push in the middle part of the lane, this is a tough spare.
Oh, horribly tough.
Yeah.
Even when you have the premier ball reaction, this is still a tough spare.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta hit the angle just correct, or you'll chop it, or hook through it.
Go.
Look at this.
Oh, just
my
clips
goodness.
the 9 pin out. He just clips the 9 pin out and gets lucky on that break. But because of the fact that his opponent opened the frame, he still has the lead.
Yes, he does.
Yep.
Once
So-
again, how important is spare shooting. One single pin spare compared to that disaster.
For sure. So we got a 9 pin lead going into the fourth frame here for Raphael Duhamel-Roy, who in the first match beat out Mathieu Baudouin in week
Good
3.
shot. Look at that.
And then beat out Roger Arsenault afterwards to make it into this round here. And Danny himself was able to beat Jean-Michel Laliberté and Alain and Jacques Ouellet. No, excuse me. He beat out Alain Morneau and Jacques Ouellet to make it here into the top 8.
6 snap to 10 out.
So we see again, great look on the left lane here for Danny Paré. He's got the nut on the left lane.
Yeah, he's got a good look there. Now he needs to fight with the right lane a little bit. And pick his spares.
Yep. That's got to go. Still going high on lane 4. That lane 4 is going to be the death of him. He's got to make the spare. You can't give someone with good ball reaction 2 open frames in a game. Impossible. Covers the spare. No problem. All right, Raf, let's see what you got, buddy. Take an early lead here in the match. That looks good. Ooh, just stones a 10.
Looks like he got that in off his hand a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like he got it in a bit, but again, that's the miss that you want.
Yeah,
that's
it's
the miss
playable.
that you want.
It's just a single pin to pick up.
Yeah,
Take
great
your time.
shot, great position at the foul line, great stability. Watch that 6 go right around the 10.
Now, we talk about strength of cover, ball, and surface. That ball has some surface on it. It's a very low RG, high aggressive differential ball, big mass bias with a strong cover, and it just reads the lane.
Yep. Oh boy, another missed spare here by our competitors. You know, these guys are, I don't know, pressure, what is it? Or maybe the lights. There's a lot of people here watching. I don't know if maybe that's the case, getting in their head. But, you know, right now, nobody's running away with it. You know, Don, this is a 3-game match now. Three pin match.
3-pin match, yes.
Don, you got to correct me on my math, man. Come on.
I'm not good at Quebec math.
That's got to push. Oh boy, after the open frame, just.
You wonder if that didn't carry over.
Yeah, just a bad shot. Yeah, for sure. He had that on his mind the whole way through.
Yeah.
Tugged it over his left toe, and just leaving a Greek church there. This is makeable, though.
Oh, it is.
This is makeable. He just needs to slide the ball to the right of the 6-pin, hope that the 6-pin clips the 9-pin a little bit to take out the 7-pin.
Oh,
he gets it! You see it? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Huh? What did I tell you? That's exactly what you want to do. He's putting on the spare clinic. Look at that. So the 6 takes out the 9, busts out the 7. Who needs 10 pins when you got that, right?
Oh. He put a spare clinic on there.
That's it. Great shot, kid. All right, so Danny opens the door for him again. He's left 4 3-10 combinations in the past games. Let's see if he makes it. And both times he took out the 3-pin in the past, and now he takes out the 10. So these players are struggling a little bit with the spare game and also keeping it in play. But you know, Rafael kept it in play right now because it's anybody's game right now. You know,
wow,
Danny crossing over again.
Yeah. It's almost like if he can get to the bottom and soften his hand up and push it, so the ball doesn't read the dry so quick. Belmo's phenomenal at that.
Yep. That's got to go. Hook. Come on, roll it.
So we were over in Japan doing the Japan Cup, and he comes walking out, and they're getting ready to go into competition. And I said, you want me to help you carry the ball? He said, nope, just need one ball, mate. He's carrying a high road out there.
Okay.
First few shots, he's up the back of it, and the ball read the lane a little early, and he jumped in a little more axis rotation. Jumped a little bit further in, a little more axis rotation. The ball made the pocket, was really lazy. He looked back, and he winked at me. The next shot he threw, his axis almost looked back at me.
Okay.
Ball went down the lane, dead hook left the back end, shattered the rack. He turns, looks at me, says, one ball, mate.
Good stuff. So Rafael covers the spare here. We still have a game here.
We certainly do. It's a close game.
It's a 1-pin match.
Yeah, and anything can happen.
Yep.
For some reason, the ball reaction has slowly been dissipating. It's been disappearing.
And this might be a little bit of a problem for Marc-Andre.
Did he move left a little bit?
Yeah, it looks like he moved left. Still goes high. It leaves the same combination, 6-7.
You know, that cover stock is known as far as it's like a vacuum. I mean, it'll remove oil off the lane pretty easily. So what you could be saying here is the advantage he's having now is also being a little bit of a detriment as far as, you know, you start picking up too quick.
Yeah, he's got to start slicing off the cheese a little bit left and using something that's going to give him a bit more back end reaction.
Yeah, agree.
Let's see if he can cover the spare. Oh. So what do we got here? We've got a potential for Danny Perry to take the lead here. Even with a spare, he would have a 4-pin lead, potentially. Great shot. Ooh, almost leaves the 410. Pocket 410.
Oh, that'd have been upsetting.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah. So again, he's got a good look on that left lane and almost got away with murder there because that could have been a disaster. That's got to hold. All right. I thought that was going to hook. All right. Good spare by Danny Perry. Still hooking it on his spares.
Now here comes the trick. This is the tough lane. The last time he went to the face here.
Well, he went Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can.
That's going high. Yeah. 3-6-10. The lane 4 is his Achilles. It's his Achilles. He can't get around lane 4 right now. He's got to just make sure that he's closing his frames because his opponent's opening the frames right now. And right now he's got a 1-pin lead going into the 9th.
But he's got to fill.
Oh. All right.
I was like, oh no, that
had some legs on it. So we potentially have a 1-pin match here. So let's see what Rafael does here in the 10th, 9th and 10th. Great shot.
Good shot.
Great shot.
Now, the interesting part is that both of them are finishing. Well, actually, no. Rafael's finishing on the lane he's been struggling on, which he actually dominated on when he bowled your week 3.
Correct. So Rafael has a chance to punch out for 2-0, and Danny Perry has a chance to punch out for 191. So strikeout here would sign the victory for Rafael Duhamel-Roy. That's left. It's got to push. Oh, baby!
He got the
high
shim.
flush. He shims it. Look at this, folks. He gets it a little bit left the target, keeps the speed up, ball pushes through the front part of the lane.
And just stable just enough.
And just knocks the 4 silly. That was a must-strike situation.
Now, here's the question, Mark. Would you move?
I would move.
Yeah, I agree.
Because that was high. That's got to push.
He did.
Oh, baby, great shot.
Snapped out the half tin.
Great shot by Raphael Duhamel. That pretty much seals the deal for him, for the victory. He shuts out his opponent. All he's got to do is hit 2 on this shot. And wow, what a roller coaster ride going from, 20-pin lead to now, okay, 1-pin lead, 4-pin lead, and now all of a sudden just coming up in the 10th and shutting out his opponent.
That was a clutch move. That was a clutch move.
Yeah, and here we see
he got a little deeper yet this time.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Great shot.
Now.
Great shot.
How much is this going to affect the lane change from the first match?
Yeah. Well, I think Marc-Andre is going to have to...
He switched balls.
Yeah, well, it's pretty much done right now, right? So Marc-Andre's got to think. I know he's got a plan B, but I think he's got a weaker piece of equipment than Raf does in his hand, and I think that's going to be a little bit of a help to him because it's not going to maximize. It's going to minimize change of direction, and he's going to be able to stay on top of it. I don't know, Well, obviously, Marc-Andre just came off of a 250 game, whereas Raphael only had a 199 game. So depends. Like, ball reaction, again, goes to Marc-Andre. I think he's got the best look in the house right now.
Well, but the only thing that you can say to the second chance that is how much has the lanes changed in 12 shots?
Oh, huge.
So with him coming out there where he used to have shim, that might be bashed down. He might have to move left.
Yeah, so congratulations to Danny Perry making it into our top 8. So, Danny, congratulations. Losing out to Raphael Duhamel-Roy, 199 to 180. So we've got a great match coming up with 2 players that are playing a similar part of the lane.
Very similar part of the lane.
A little bit straighter with Marc-Andre Gagné and Raphael. So we're really looking for minimizing change of direction, keeping the pocket in play, making our spares. We're seeing too many flag spares in these last recent weeks, though.
Agree.
Yeah.
Speed
and mental game.
Yes.
Make sure that you keep your head on point and that you make your spares, because that, in this case here, right now, these guys want to sign a berth into the grand final.
Now, did you see that shot he just threw? It got to the back end where he was able to get motion before, and it wiggled.
Yeah, so what we're seeing now is the winner of this match between Marc-Andre and Raphael is going to be in our grand final, because this is the winner of the A side of the bracket. So this is the person that is going to be at least in the top 2, really. So what we have is, since our bracketed format, we have players from 17 to 32, which already we already have the first 16 players done, and then it just trickled down from there. So we have our 2 of our top 4 finalists here, and this is going to determine who is going to be one of the challengers for the crown of Strikers Season 2.
I'm excited. This is going to be a good match.
Yeah. So players are getting ready now. We're going to find out soon who's going to be starting on which lane, but we've got 2 great competitors. They both have great ball reaction, so I'm really looking forward to see. I honestly think that out of all the guys in this bracket, we have the respective 2 guys that had the best look.
I agree, 100%. Absolutely.
There was no luck there. These 2 guys had the best look in the building, and that they deserve to be here.
I agree.
Yeah. So right now it's going to come down to spares, shot execution, and managing your emotions.
I think pocket management here is going to be the key.
Yes.
You got to manage your pocket. He just finished.
So going high on the right lane, we see that shot a little bit inside a target, and I think he moved back to the right from what he did in the 10th frame, because I don't think he liked how the ball shaped up on the back part of the lane. However, I would still move left because he keeps going high.
I would move left. If I have to, if the ball got wiggly, I would soften my speed a touch because he's not far off.
All right, covers the spare. Let's see what Marc-Andre's got. He's got, he went into a little bit of a break, so he's got a couple minutes where he had a chance to cool down a little bit. So let's see if he can keep that momentum going into this game, because he's keeping the same ball from the first match. Yep. So that's at least a step in the right direction, in my opinion. That looks good off his hand. That's got to go. You know what I like to see, especially, that you have the good combination of where you're standing, where you're going. Look at that ball when it goes through the pins. It's sucking in all the pins into the pin. So there's no chance that anything's going to be left on the deck.
No, and watch where the ball goes off the back of the deck.
Yeah.
It's bouncing to the right, so it means it's deflecting, it's keeping everything low.
Yeah. So, like we were explaining in weeks past, you want to have good ball reaction, yes, but you also want to watch how your ball goes through the pin.
Absolutely.
And these shows where we give you a slow motion replay, these are good to train your eye in real time to see how the ball's penetrating into the pocket.
Agree.
You know, so take the opportunity to get these shots now. We'll see it again right here. Just watch that ball split the 8-9 and everything just follows back into the pit. So Rafael going a little bit high here, leaving the 3-10. We've seen a lot of 3-10s over the last couple of weeks here, and nobody's picked them up.
We certainly have.
So he's got to kill the shot, go right of the 3-pin, let the ball take care of the 3 and the 10. That's the best way, best course of action to make this spare.
He's throwing a strike ball. Same thing.
Yep. So we see players struggling. They're afraid to miss left because it's not going to hold on lane 4, but lane 3 is not the problem. Lane 3 is not the problem. You can trust it left on lane 3. Lane 4 is been the problem for the righties, except for Marc-Andre, because Marc-Andre's got the nuts. He's got the best ball reaction right now.
There we go.
That's a lot better. So he chased it a little bit left,
yep,
threw it a little bit further to the right, and he's got to be able to execute now.
Yeah, but he's in deep enough now where he played a little parallel away. He didn't throw it to the dry. He played a little parallel. Let the oil push the ball to the spot, and the ball rolled off.
Yep.
It's a good look. Now he needs to show up for the rest of his frames. He's got some work cut out for him.
Yep. That's got a hook. Ooh, only leaves a 2-pin. That could have been a disastrous 2-10, just tripping out the 10-pin at the last second. He just leaked that one right.
Now that's my concern, because the last time he was able to do that, the ball just charged back. Now since there's a play taking place, I just don't wonder if that spot's just a hair bit dirty.
Right, could be, but still, just not as good of an execution as I think he wanted, and still not a bad result. I'll take 9 any day on a bad shot.
No, heavens no. Pocket management.
When you throw, exactly, pin management.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you throw it bad and you leave 9, you pat yourself on the back.
Absolutely. That's a gift.
For sure. It's when you throw it bad and you go 6 count, then that's not good, right? But yeah, definitely a poor shot, and you leave something that's makeable. Make sure that you make your makeable spares.
Absolutely.
Guaranteed. And when we mean makeable, it's usually stuff that's either in clusters or single pins.
Absolutely.
So Marc-Andre here in the right lane. Great shot. See, ball comes in a little bit light. Looks like he moved left a little bit on that shot.
Yeah, it's just, once again, I just don't wonder if some transition's taking place and that spot's got a little dirty.
So we see the ball not really charge off the spot as much.
No.
It deflected off the head pin.
Yeah.
That's why it didn't take care of the 10 pin.
So I just wonder if Rafael jumping in that deep didn't just push some oil off there. Now it's making a little bit of a headache. Uh-oh.
Oh, here we see another flag spare. I don't know if maybe these guys are just they're watching other guys flag spares, and it's in the back of their head.
Do you think somebody's out here shooting darts at him?
That's got to roar back. Roll it! Oh, almost rolls the 2-pin out.
It's close.
Almost rolls the 2-pin out. Fortunate enough, again, going high. No, going light, excuse me.
Yeah, going light. Got a little firm with it. Push it to the spot.
Going light, leaving the 2-pin.
It's almost like he tried to execute the shot he did on lane 4.
But again, lane 4 hooks more.
Yes. Cover to spare. That's
Yay.
a bonus.
Bonus.
It's awesome.
Oh man, it was funny when I was growing up. I was bowling league with a gentleman, and every time we would make like a hard spare, he'd turn around and say bonus. So sometimes it's funny in tournaments. I'll bring that up sometimes.
You know, the first regional I played in college, we never used a spare ball because we could always, throw it on the throw.
Oh, baby, logs the 10 out.
Push the spot. And my first regional I bowled, I learned very quickly, you've got to have a spare ball at the high level.
Oh, yeah,
they chewed the lanes up.
So here, great shot by Rafael, just nicks the 10 out at the last second.
That's a beautiful shot. There was a 6 hit, tapped up, and knocked the 10 right out.
So he's got 2 strikes on the right lane. He's got to figure out the left lane, Don.
Yes, he does. That's a good shot.
Great shot by Marc-Andre. He's still got a great look.
Yeah.
He's got a great look.
I mean, the worst you're going to do is you're going to miss and be either lighter or slightly high in the pocket. That's not a bad look. I'd much rather have that than try and be out there trying to, you know, search.
So we've got a 10-pin game here going into the 6th with a slight advantage going to Marc-Andre Gagne. Again, just, you know, take that missed spare out of there, and that's a 20-pin lead.
Yeah, but you remember the second match that he bowled? He struggled also in the second match.
That's got to hurry.
Oh, it hurried too much. Oh!
Wow. That was a great shot, just stoning the 8-pin. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That's a good shot.
That was a great shot. And he knew it, too, off his hand. I thought that was one of the best shots that he threw all series so far. So, unbelievable. Easy spare for him to make, but, you know, still a little bit of a momentum breaker for him.
It certainly is. You know, but, you know, a strong mental game, you'll just sit down, recoup yourself, and come back up and re-execute.
Yep.
The bonus side of that is you threw a good shot. You hit the pocket.
Exactly.
Bad result of that is you didn't get a good break.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about now. Like, he's sitting down with Pascal and Patrick, and they're talking about that. They're like, man, that was a good shot. You got to build off of that.
With some few choice words in the middle.
No comment. Great shot by Rafael. I think he's getting tricked into thinking that both lanes are the same because
I agree.
He keeps going late on lane 3 and he's flush on lane 4. I think he's got to make a little bit of a move on lane 3. I would like to see him soften up on lane 3 because I think he's in the right part of the lane.
I agree. I'd love to go put my shoes on and just actually go out there and throw and see what they're seeing. Seriously, you know.
We'll go at the end of the show. We'll go bowl some action.
We'll go bowl some action.
$100 a game?
$100 a game.
U.S.?
Yeah, the U.S. That's 11 weeks from now. It means I got to fly my equipment up here.
That's it. Good stuff. I'll drill you up a ball. Don't worry. Storm ball.
Yeah, you'll come walk around. You'll take the advantage. You'll give me a tropical or something like
That's
that.
It. No problem. We could do that. Hey, hometown advantage, right?
That's right. I get to use a roofing shingle, though.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Put a little surface on it.
Whatever you say. Great shot by Rafael.
Oh!
Just wraps the 6 around the 10. Great shot by Raf.
He's bowling. He's actually bowling a good game, even though he's lost. He's bowling a good game.
Yeah, he's managing the pocket very well, but he's got to make. I think he's got to soften up a little bit and start to throw it a little bit away from the pocket a little bit, just to get that ball to face up right. Because right now it's not. Oh, he holds on for the 10. Big sigh of relief from Rafael and from you, too.
Oh, my God.
You're red.
I know.
You're red.
That's a lot of air come out of an old man so fast.
Oh, man.
Whew.
So saves the day there with the spare in the 7th. Let's see if Marc-Andre can capitalize on this.
It's a good shot.
Keep it a 10-pin affair here. Great shot by Marc-Andre.
Well executed.
That was a must-have situation right there to take the lead by 11 pins going into the 8th. He's asking for it to help. You see, he's kind of giving it the nudge.
Yep.
And he's happy with the result. I always like watching people's reaction after the shot.
It gets sort of humorous sometimes.
Yeah, because like when you're bowling, you don't think about like how you're acting, and then when you see it on the like a third-person view, it's so different. It's cool.
Now that one there, he actually released it different. Oh my God!
Looks like he got caught up in it a little bit and kind of twisted it a bit.
Yeah, because before he's laying it flat, that one there, you can watch it at the point of release here. He actually lifts up on it.
Yep.
He created extension, and what that does, it'll get the ball to be very responsive off the dry.
Yep. So this is a makeable spare, though, and I wouldn't be surprised if he makes it.
In some cities, they smile like
That's
that.
That's got to go. Yeah, baby! Big spare! Showtime for Marc-Andre Gagne. Great shot. That keeps him in the match dome because that was a momentum shift changer right there. If he misses this split, excuse me, this is a complete game changer here. So
watch this.
Still going light on that left lane. Still light.
Close.
I'm still amazed at how many split conversions we have versus missed single pits.
It's quite crazy. A few, yeah.
I guess they really want to be on SportsCenter.
I think so.
Yeah, that's it.
It's trying to be showtime. Showtime.
Highlight of the night. Maybe we could be co-host on SportsCenter one day.
I'm in.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Great shot there by Rafael. So what do we have here, Don? We got a 12-pin advantage going to Marc-Andre going into the 9th frame.
This is a must strike. You need this foundation frame.
12 pin behind, yeah, definitely.
Man.
That's got to go. Get that.
That's a good shot.
Great shot.
Man,
best shot of the day.
That's the best shot he thrown all day.
Yeah, he stamps it at the end of the shot.
He put his
Watch
foot down.
this. Yeah, great balance at the foul line. That was one of his best shots. Finishes the shot. Nice little fist pump at the end. 10 back, vortex into the pit. No chance of anything staying up there. Let's see if Marc-Andre can back this up here with a strike. Because this could turn into a one-pin affair if he doesn't strike here. Ooh.
Oh, or he puts all 10 in the pit.
Ooh. So possible 217 off the sheet for Marc-Andre Gagne and a potential of 205 if Rafael Duhamel finishes.
Is this shot?
This is the cat's meow right here, my friend.
Yes, it is.
He needs to make this shot.
Now look at it like this. Both players are struggling on their finishing lane.
Yes. True. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So let's see who can execute the better shot.
Yeah. This here is the stamp of approval right
he
here.
let that one down nice and soft.
Oh, baby! He knew that one counted.
He showed up.
Great shot by Marc-Andre Gagne. Still not over.
No.
He needs to fill 8. No, he needs to fill. Yeah. 8 out to seal the deal.
Well, after seeing what was left in the 8th frame, anything could happen.
But still, that first shot in the 10th was definitely key.
That was butter.
Because if he spares there, he gives the chance for his opponent to come in. And now that's it. He shuts out his opponent. And we have our first contender for Season 2 of Strikers, the Bowling Champions, with Marc-Andre Gagne. And we will see in the upcoming weeks who will be the winner of the B side of the bracket. We have several great players, ex-Team Canada members, etc., that will be competing in the upcoming weeks for the opportunity to play against Marc-Andre Gagne for the title of Strikers, the Bowling Champions, Season 2.
He can be called the ultimate striker.
Definitely. He's got one of the best looks in the building right now.
He certainly does.
And just finishes out. Great match by Marc-Andre Gagne with 214, coming up with the W and winning the A side of the bracket. So again, just to reiterate with people, we have a 32-man bracket. We finished with the first half of the bracket, so we had the first 16 bowlers complete their side of the bracket, and Marc-Andre came out as the winner. And we will now, in the next 5 weeks, determine who will be the winner of the B side of the bracket, and also who will be the contender to play against Marc-Andre Gagne for the title.
And there's some great players coming off this other bracket.
Yes, we have David Simard in that side of the bracket. We have Marc-Olivier Gendron, who was our second highest point winner last year on the show. We have other great players who are making probably one of their first debuts on TV with Pierre-David Levasseur, Daniel Champoux, some of these names that we see week in and week out in tournaments, and really looking forward to seeing some of these guys on TV. And the first match that we have next week, we've got a couple of young and upcoming players that I'm really looking forward to seeing here under the bright lights of TV.
Oh, so am I. I think next week's going to be very exciting.
Yeah. So again, congratulations to all the bowlers on the A side of the bracket. Congratulations to Rafael Duhamel on his top 4 finish. And also congratulations to Marc-Andre Gagne winning the A side of the bracket and becoming the first challenger for the championship title of Strikers, the Bowling Champions Season 2. So again, Don, like we said, throughout the whole plethora of the weeks that we were going on through, is that straighter was greater, and we saw it here with the last 2 players on the A side of the bracket.
There's only been 2 players that actually been able to conquer the right lane, and they both bowled their last match. So with that in mind, if anybody's been paying attention, that should be a game plan coming out to play more parallel.
So the guys that are on the B side of the bracket, you know, in the upcoming weeks, you know, take notes. You know, watch what we were doing here in the last couple of weeks and really take some notes. So again, see you guys in the next couple of weeks. Strikers, the Bowling Champions, best bowlers in Quebec, right here. Check us out. Thanks, everyone. This is Mark Buffa and Don Mo signing out. See you in the upcoming weeks. Cheers.